record button. So, because I did promise a few people I would record tonight because we didn't give you guys a lot of notice, did we? So we are super excited that those of you that are here, but we wanted to get this started so that we can finish before conference. We kind of on this timeline to get you guys going and finish before conference. If you do have kids and background noise, you can mute. And you can unmute if you want to ask a question or come back in, but you have a little mute button down there somewhere. And if you do have children or background noise, go ahead and mute. But if it's quiet where you are, stay live with us because Crystal and I really want this to be an interactive call. We don't want y'all just listening to us. As a matter of fact, we're going to listen to you guys a good bit tonight. But I just want to say welcome. We're super excited to get this group going. And we're going to start off with just kind of getting to know each other a little bit and kind of why we're all here. And I'd love for, well, I'm going to just turn it over to Crystal. She can tell you what she would love for you to share tonight.
All right, so we do a ton of training, and y'all may or may not have noticed yet that we have a focus of the week on both sparling and making waves. And that focus this week is really talking about belief. And so instead of us spending a lot of time on our call tonight talking more about belief, we wanted you to be able to get most of that coming out in the team pages this week, and for us to be able to focus tonight and get to chat more than we might normally on some of our training calls, because I think there's a lot of value, and Cindy and I were talking earlier, value in getting to hear from one another and sharing, you know, a little bit about what you're most excited to learn from being in this group. You know, really what was the main reason that you said, yes, absolutely, I am going to commit some time because I want to grow. And then also on the flip side, what is one area that you feel I'm kind of struggling here and I want to focus on this and learn maybe a little tweak that I could do here or there to take my business to the next level. And so it's not, you know, let's go into Debbie Downer mode and, you know, all of that. But at the same time, it's good to vocalize, this is where I'm at. This is really where I need to improve and strengthen. And that also helps Cindy and I know so that we can really focus these calls to be exactly what you guys need. So we want to get that started and just kind of go roundabout. Somebody can totally volunteer, or I can volunteer you to go first. Either's fine. So who wants to go first? Those who are on calls with me know you might as well jump up because I'll call you out. So who wants to go first and volunteer? Careful, don't fight for going first. Careful. You're all going to fight for it. Oh, Tori, I'm so glad you volunteered.
You're so funny, Crystal.
Thank you for volunteering to go first.
Sure. So I'm excited to be in this group again because I didn't graduate.
Okay. We talked about this.
You did.
I didn't say I failed. I just said I didn't graduate. Anyways, because I am growing the team and I really learned a lot in the last go around. And so just continue with the encouragement and the accountability to keep going. And my goal is to hit director by the end of June so that I can walk that stage at conference. Yay. And I can get me all those new products because I want that cookware and that quick sickle maker. So those are my goals. I feel like now that I have recruited a couple people within the last couple weeks, I mean, I did recruit 2 when I very first started, but that was 7 months ago, and they just kind of jumped in my lap. Like Lori was one of them. And so I feel like I'm actually having to recruit now. But as I've done it the last couple of weeks, I'm finding it's really easy when you're really looking for that need, when you're really trying to help bless someone else. And I think that might have been a little twist I needed, was find the need and how it can be a blessing and not letting it be about myself and I'm trying to grow my team, you know. So the second thing was what
is
what
there
we need help with?
Is there an area that you are currently kind of struggling in that you really want to focus on?
Yeah. I don't know if this will be covered or not, but I'm struggle kind of with the new consultant coaching, just knowing how to coach them and I don't feel like I'm a real leader, and I'm not like a trainer or anything. And so that kind of, I don't like really being in that position of teaching and training, and that's just not my personality. So I'm trying to be an encouragement, but there is still teaching and training involved. So I don't know. That's kind of my discomfort.
You're a better leader than you think you are. Because I have the privilege of watching, and Lori's shaking her head because she agrees.
Yeah.
Yes.
Thanks,
and Tori, I'll just jump in and say this. Most of us had no training in this type of career. I certainly did not. And so just like learning to do a show and learning how our website works, you're learning to be a leader at the same time. It is a learned process, and you can't learn it without practicing it on people. And it just will, just like the recruiting, it's getting easier. It gets easier and easier as you work with people.
Okay, good. Thanks.
And we'll probably cover some of that, as we get toward the end of this program, working with your new consultants. Okay, good.
All right, who's next?
Lori.
I'll go next.
There you go. There's a leader right there. All right.
All right. So where I am is kind of transition place, I guess. I started with under Tori, 6 or 7 months ago. But really, honestly, I just started to buy my own stuff. Like, I was just going to do this for a few months to replace all the stuff my kids have broken. But I love the parties. And it's given me a social outlet and a reconnection with old friends. And so I have fallen in love with it, and am now at a place, we're done with the school year, and I have the summer, and I'm really needing to get organized. And the recruiting's one aspect of it, but it's kind of just pulling all of the loose parts together so that I'm driving it instead of always running behind it, trying to pick up the loose ends.
We're riding.
And Lori has had a big turnaround in the past, month or so. She had told me, I'm throwing in the towel, I'm done. And then she did that green dot challenge Crystal, what's the lady's name that told about that challenge?
I can't remember the video. I know who you're talking about.
Like Gilbert something. Anyways, but she got like 19,000 in 1 month in sales. And so I encouraged Lori to watch that video and just give me one chance.
The video.
Not Lori, but this other lady that did the video. Anyways, and she turned around and did that challenge and got like 15 shows booked for May. And is now wanting to grow her business. So.
And actually, most of those shows ended up backing out on me, but it was what I needed to do to see that asking people's not hard. They'll say no if they don't want to. They'll say yes if they do. They'll reschedule if they need to. It's, it was a good video for me.
Good.
Good.
All right. Who's next?
I guess I'll go.
All right.
I'm just started. I just joined at the end of April, so I'm still brand new to everything, trying to grasp what's going on. I feel like I'm running behind too right now, trying to catch up with everybody. I've had a really awesome May. I wasn't expecting it to go as good as it's gone. I'm going to be somewhere around 1,300, I think, before the end of the month, which is just totally amazing for first month. And I'm excited about it. The recruiting part totally terrifies me, but I've got a few possibilities that are lingering and asking questions, so we'll see how that goes. But I'm just here to get more information, because the more I know, I feel like I'll be better at it.
Absolutely.
As my dog would go crazy. Hold on.
It's okay. I heard a scream in the background, and I was like, what was that?
No, it was her growling.
Oh, no, there's a scream here, too.
Oh, that's good.
I didn't hear that.
Good. All right. Thank you for sharing, Rebecca.
Uh-huh.
Okay, who's next? Nikki, you want to unmute yourself and you get to go next?
Okay. I just started in February. I want to learn more so I can help people better to understand what we do and everything. I don't know. I really enjoy it. I've always loved the products. I'm not a very good people person. I'm kind of stuck in my shell.
That's okay. Most of us are when we first get started.
I will say this, she's doing an amazing job. She already has her first recruit, came from her first show. She has 2, that's right, I forgot, you have 2 recruits. So she is well on her way to becoming a team leader and then on beyond that. So you're not giving yourself enough credit here, Miss Nikki. Are there any areas that you feel like you really need to work on?
Getting out of my comfort zone.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Who's next? We got 3 left. Delina, Sarah, and Donna. Donna just joined us. Hi, Donna.
Hi.
So Donna, I'll fill you in since you just popped in. Basically what we're doing is we're just sharing really quickly what we're really excited about for the program, what made you say, yes, absolutely, I want to do this, what you want to learn out of it. And then also if there is an area that you might be struggling in right now or just a specific area that you really want to focus on. So.
Okay.
And before Donna starts, Donna, and I see that Julie is now trying to come in. If you guys would try to turn your video cameras on, it should, if you hover over the bottom left corner, you should see your video camera icon and just turn that on. Or I don't know if they're on the phone, Crystal, is it different on the phone?
If you're on the phone, you have to swipe the screen over to turn the camera on.
But we would love to see your lovely faces.
I'll work on it. It's having some problems at the moment.
That's okay. Delina,
How do I get my face on?
do what, Julie?
I'm trying to put my face on. Can you see it?
Not yet. Did you turn your video camera on?
Let me see.
Are you on a computer? You muted yourself. Are you on a computer?
I'm on my iPhone.
Did you try swiping the screen?
Uh-huh.
And then at the bottom, like if you also like put your finger at the bottom of your cell phone screen.
Okay.
Hi. We got 2 of them. We got a twofer.
Jackpot. All right. So who wants to go next on sharing a little bit about why you decided to get started with the group, what you're excited to learn, and also if there's an area that you might need to focus on most that you feel you might be struggling a little bit in?
I guess I can go. Okay. I'm Julie, and I live in Lewiston, Utah, and I joined Pepper Chef to earn some extra income and eventually quit my job. So I'm excited. That's all.
Awesome. What are you excited about to be in this program?
I'm excited to learn and from the pros, I guess. I guess, and I really don't. I'm just trying to have my first party scheduled for the 8th of June through the 15th. So
fabulous.
Yeah.
Julie is brand new, everybody. So
Brand
she
new.
hasn't even done her first party yet, but she came into this business wanting to be able to replace a part-time job. And I'm going, girl, we can so do that. So
Yeah.
she decided to jump in here with us. And I'm so glad you went ahead and came on tonight. She just walked in the door.
I just walked in and changed, yes.
But we're glad that we get to see you and you feel like you're getting connected from the very beginning. So welcome.
Thanks.
Awesome. What about you, Donna? You want to go next?
Sure. I accepted the opportunity because I'm a full-time school teacher, and I'm also the only income in our family because my husband takes care of his 91-year-old mother who lives with us, and so that's a full-time job. And so I was looking for something that can help us with that extra income and also to work around the teaching schedule and help us out with that. And so this was a perfect opportunity because I love to learn and I love to teach, and you do both with this. So it was a great opportunity.
Absolutely. And Donna's brand new.
Yes.
Two of you.
Yeah.
Awesome. Let's see. Delina or Sarah, can either one of you share next?
I can go next.
Perfect.
I just started this month, so I'm fairly new. I'm excited to be in this group to learn recruiting because that's my weak point. That's where I struggle the most is recruiting.
All right.
But I've only been in it for 3 weeks, so.
Yeah, you're still learning. You're still learning. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. And Sarah, are you able to unmute yourself?
Well, y'all forgive me because it may get loud because there's like different baseball fields going now. So
It's okay.
So I'm here because I am single mom to 2 boys. I work full time as an investigator at the police department, and I work a whole lot of off duty. And of course, as you know, that takes me away from home a lot. So this is something that I would really like to make work to take the place of all of that off duty so that I can be at home with the kids more. And I'm kind of like Delina. Delina's one of but I'm not real good at that whole asking the kind of thing, and I think that's where I need most help. And I don't remember, my apologies, but the whole loose ends thing, I feel like I'm so behind the curve, and I'm just trying to stay afloat and like keep my nose above water at this point. So I kind of need help with that whole organization and keeping everything together, and I want to get ahead instead of just up.
Okay. Awesome. Thank you for sharing, Sarah. Okay. Well, I think, did we get everybody who's on the call with us as of now? I think so. All right. Well, we really appreciate you sharing because, again, this helps Cindy and I know where you guys are at and what it is that you really want to focus on so that we can, focus our calls appropriately for where you're at in the business. So I think Cindy's going to take some time and just kind of explain how these things are going to work. Because if you're like me, you like to know what's going to go on. So she's going to explain expectations and all that fun stuff.
Okay. I'm going to try muting a couple of y'all real quick because I'm hearing a good bit of background noise. Is that better? Does that sound okay? Good. All righty, but feel free to unmute yourself if you're muted and you have a question. So we are just super excited to get this going with you guys, and we kind of have a nice mix here. We have some that have got a couple of months of experience, so they kind of are getting a feel for what's going on and starting to recruit. We have others who are brand new, and that is okay because you are going to learn this and you're going to learn it quickly. I remember so well what it was like to be a brand new consultant, and it's hard to believe I can remember 23 years ago because I can't even remember yesterday, but it was very overwhelming when you're trying to learn everything all at once, and we can throw a lot at you really fast sometimes, but I just want you, if you're feeling overwhelmed or you feel like you're swimming upstream as fast as you can, just hang in there. It's going to get easier. The more you learn it and the more experienced you become, the easier the business is going to get for you. And things that may be very time consuming right now, you'll be able to do second nature without even thinking about it in a couple of weeks. You really do learn this business very quickly. And it's pretty much a business you have to learn by doing. There's no way we can train you on everything that might come up or every possibility before you go out there and do a party. You just kind of have to jump in there and do those parties, and you will learn real fast. Right, Tori?
Right.
Real quick. and when you make mistakes, that's okay. I make plenty of mistakes, but once I make a big mistake, I realize, okay, I'm not doing that again. I learn real fast from those. But anyway, we are so excited to have y'all in here, and I want you to know that you were asked to be in this group. I mean, Crystal and I looked at some of our newer consultants and those that we felt like had leadership potential and have expressed to us that they would like to get more out of this business. This is more than just a hobby, that you're looking for it to be either serious income or replace a job or really provide for more time at home with your families, that sort of thing. And there's nothing that would make us feel better than to be able to help you achieve that in this business. So we have chosen you to be in this group, and it's going to be a fairly small group. We have a few people that couldn't be on with us tonight because of the short notice and they're traveling, but hopefully they'll pop in here next week. But our goal is really to help you grow your business over the next 2 to 3 months, establish that consistency in your business. So if you're brand new, you really haven't even gotten there yet, but establish that consistency so that you're earning more money, you're holding more parties, and you're moving into leadership, because holding more parties and moving into leadership is how you are going to grow that income in this business. And we're going to work together to improve your booking, your host coaching, your selling, and your recruiting skills. I mean, those are the fundamentals of this business. I mean, we'll just be very honest with you. And those kind of never change. But there are lots of different ways you can do the business and at different levels. So we're going to be working throughout the next 2 months to help you improve in those basic skill areas of the business. We know the potential you have, and we really want you to achieve success at whatever level you want out of this business. And that's up to each and every one of you. Okay, we want to work with you to help you get that success that you're looking for, whatever that might look like for you. For some people, it might be money. For other people, it might be more time at home. For other people, it might be feelings of fulfillment that come from helping others in this business. So really, the expectations are pretty low. I mean, the key expectation is we expect you to be fully engaged, to participate in the Facebook group, to get on these calls live with us. We realize emergencies pop up, or sometimes you have travel with a job or something like that. So, you know, we're not going to kick you out if you have to miss a call. Just work with either Crystal or I to get you caught up on what you missed, okay? But we do want you to plan to be on every call, because you will get more out of it, and the whole group will move forward together as a group more consistently if we're all in these calls together than if we're just kind of all over the place. So I really do want to encourage you, put the dates on your calendar, make it a priority. I posted all the dates in our Focus Forward Summer 2018 group. So you can find them all there and get them on your calendar. The other expectation that we have for you is that you're going to do parties. I mean, you really need to be interested in doing parties if you want to grow your business. I'll just be totally honest with you there. So if you are not interested in doing parties, this is probably not the group for you to be in, okay? We're not going to say you have to do X amount of parties, okay? Crystal and I we go in circles on that with the home office, because they always like to say you have to do 2 parties a week, you have to do 8 parties a month. Some of you may do 4 parties, some of you may do 6, some of you may do 12. Okay, but I'm going to highly recommend that you plan to hold, especially if you're a virtual consultant, those 2 parties a week. If you're a virtual consultant, doing 2 parties a week is not hard at all. I typically do, 4 parties a week, and I know Crystal probably does more than that. So we know that can be done. But we're going to leave that up to you. That's going to be your choice. But you do need to be actively working with us as we go through to increase those bookings, to work on the consistency, and to be holding shows, because it's hard for you to get the money you want and the recruit leads and to really grow into leadership if you don't have shows on your calendar. I mean, that's just kind of the basic prerequisite to success in this business, is having those shows. So that's where your primary focus needs to be as we get going, is getting those shows on your calendar. So does that make sense to everybody? I mean, really, Crystal and I are pretty easy. I mean, we're investing our time in you and a lot of it, and we just want you to be committed too, okay? So what we're going to do, for the next 2 weeks, we're going to focus on belief, as Crystal already mentioned, and bookings. And with this new program, I don't know if you guys noticed it. I know I'm posting it in Sparling Team, and Crystal's posting it in Making Waves. But every week, we're going to have a weekly focus. Have you guys seen that? Let me just kind of see a nod of heads. Some are saying yes and some are saying no. So I want to encourage you to go either into Sparling Team or Making Waves, whichever one you want to go into. If you're not in the Making Waves group, you've got to go into Sparling Team and find that. But go back and look. Yesterday, I posted the first post yesterday morning about the weekly focus on belief. And I did a little live recording from me. And today I posted a 22-minute video that I thought was super powerful. I really want you to watch that video. I was blown away when I saw it, and I had never seen it before until I started working on putting this material together for you guys last week. So every day there will be one post with kind of a little call to action. Okay, so this week is all about belief, and that's really the starting point with our group, because you need to believe in yourselves. Crystal and I so believe in you. We absolutely so believe that you have the ability to do whatever you want to do to achieve anything in this business, but you have to believe that too. Okay, and Crystal and I will keep breathing that belief into you as much as we can, but at some point you got to catch up and you got to start believing, I can do this. I can do this, and I'm going to do this. So I really want you to get engaged with those posts this week. It's just one post a day, and that will help you with the belief. So we're not going to spend time training on that tonight, since that's being posted in both organizations this week. Next week, we're going to be posting on bookings. And that's coming straight from our chief honcho, Donna McDonald, who's our national executive director. She's putting together the weekly focus on bookings next week. So you will have that to follow next week. If you feel like you want extra help in these areas, I would encourage you to go into PC University. There is just a wealth of information there on bookings, okay? And of course, you'll be working with Crystal and I one-on-one, one of us, as we go through this program together. So, you know, if you get stumped or you need some clarification or maybe you need some extra help, please reach out to us. We want to be here for you to help you get what you need. So that's kind of what our focus is going to be for the next 2 weeks, and you'll find that on both of those organization pages. So we're not going to really train on that tonight, but I do want to ask you this. Why is June a great month to host a party? Who can tell me?
Double rewards.
Double rewards. Who said that? I didn't see who said that.
Me.
Oh, Tori. Okay, double reward. So with a $650 party, your host is going to get double free. So that means instead of getting 115 free, she's going to get 230 for having a $650 party, plus her half prices, plus that rock crock at 60. I mean, guys, it doesn't get any better than that. It is an amazing deal. So you're going to want to really be promoting that. And I'm going to give you a little story. I had somebody call me. I put out a little email offering a 10% discount for our past customers who ordered on my Help With Cancer party I'm running, because I wanted to beef up the sales a little bit. So I had a gal email me this morning. I had no idea who she was, and she had a $240 order. And I said to her, I said, are you a guest on a party, or are you responding to my email? Because I didn't know who she was. She just emailed me. And she says, no, I got your email about the 10% discount on your Help With Cancer party. And so we were working through her order, and of course I gave her the 10% discount and all of that. And she's up in Maine. And I said, oh my gosh, I was just there. We started talking. I said, girlfriend, you need to have a party. She has these little cottages that people come and stay in. And she's up there all summer, and so she's equipping the kitchens with some stuff, and that's why she was ordering a lot of this. And I said, oh my gosh, you got to have a party. And she said, well, I'll think about it, but no promises. And I said, well, let me tell you this. I said, we have this great special for June. And I told her about the double free and all of that. And she says, okay, well, let me think about it. And I said, well, I would love to go ahead and pencil you in for a week. I said, I have some openings starting with June the 12th. I said, I'm already booked for next week, but I have some openings starting with June the 12th. And I would love to pencil you in for that. If you are even thinking about having a show, I said, June is the month you want to do it. And she said, and I said, and it's so easy virtually. And she said, yeah, I guess you're right. I guess it is easy, and I really don't have anything to lose, do I? And I said, you have absolutely nothing to lose and everything to gain. But you do want, so she agreed. She's on my calendar for June 12th. So this was a total stranger. And I just want you guys to be thinking, bookings, turn every opportunity into a bookings. If they say no, then you thank them for their business, or you thank them for whatever, let them know you want to continue to be their consultant. But if I had not opened my mouth, that booking would have never happened. Okay, I had to step out. Who said comfort zone? Was that you, Nikki? I had to step out of my comfort zone and take a chance on hearing no to get to the yes. And I got the yes. And I was super excited. It like made my day. Okay, because I stepped out of my comfort zone and I got that yes. Okay, and it was pretty cool situations. I just want you guys to be really promoting this double free. People don't know what that means. You have to explain it, right, Crystal? Because when you say, guys, you get double free, well, they don't know what that means. They don't know what a host normally gets for free. So how could they know what double free is? Okay, so you've got to really walk people through this process. You've got to be willing to do that and explain it. Okay, so I'm kind of going to come off of my preacher mode here, but I just really want you to know that the double free works if you learn how to use it properly. Okay, it really does work. Why else is June a great time to have a party?
The new products.
The new products. You as consultants are earning those new products in June and July, right?
Yes.
Okay, and I want you guys to all stay tuned for Friday. Y'all are getting a heads up. I haven't advertised this. I don't know if you have, Crystal, but I haven't advertised this in my group yet because I know so many people are still working on getting May orders in, so I didn't want to advertise this yet. But we're going to have a call at noon, an organization-wide Zoom call at noon. So apparently there's going to be some information coming down the pipe that we are going to hear tomorrow as executive directors, and then we are going to share that on a call. We don't know what we're going to share, but we know we're going to share it with you on a call at noon on Friday. So if you guys are available during the day, mark your calendar, watch for that announcement. So it's going to be all about how you can really maximize earning the new products this month and next month as a consultant. So so that kind of leads into, if you got people you're talking to about the business, you know, not only if they get started now can they get the skillet. Okay, if they sign up before the end of May, they can get that 10-inch stainless steel skillet. Who has it out there? How many of you have that? Crystal, Tori, anybody? Oh, okay, good. Do you just absolutely love it? Is it amazing? Okay, so these new people are going to die when they get that skillet. It is a $145 skillet. Plus, when they sell that $12.50 in their first 30 days, they're also going to get 100 Pampered Chef dollars. So that's an extra $245 on top of the value of the products in whatever kit they choose. So, and they're going to be earning new products in June, just like you are, just like I am. Just like Crystal is. They're going to have the opportunity by starting now to be earning these new products during the month of June too. So it is an incredible time to share this business and bring new people on. So many teachers start this time of year. So many people that, you know, the kids' activities and things are slowing down from the school year, so they're ready to do something else. You know, for a lot of people, their summer expenses increase. I mean, they're having to pay for camps and activities for kids to keep them busy, or they're having to pay babysitters, or, you know, they've got vacations coming up. So a lot of expenses do really go up for people in the summer. And then, lo and behold, the 1st of August hits, and it's all the back to school expenses that they're having to pay for. So you guys know the deal. If you have kids, you know the deal, right? I remember only too well. So this is just a time that a lot of people get started. So I really want to encourage you guys, get out there and share too. Okay, I'm getting all sidetracked. So did we talk about the 60% off on the Rock when they host a show? Not only are they getting the double free, they get $650, but they're going to get a Rock of their choice at 60% off, and that even includes the sets. So that's a tremendous value in itself, even if they weren't getting all the other benefits, but they are. So,
Cindy?
Yes?
On those Rock Crocs, I haven't seen, are the grill stones in that special or not?
You know, it wasn't pictured on the flyer, and I noticed that yesterday because I did a video. Crystal, do you know?
I don't think so. I'll double check real
Maybe
quick.
she can look up the fine print real quick because it said, the flyer says, actually I have the flyer right here, and the flyer says plus 60% off rock rocks, but it doesn't show the grillstone. It just,
I think I've heard this somewhere else, that there was a little bit of confusion on it, and my understanding was it's what is listed, not everything. I could be wrong, but that was my understanding from the conversation that I saw on it.
well, we sure need to check that out because we need to understand that. So hopefully if we can't find out before the end of the call, we can get an answer to you guys tomorrow, because we certainly don't want to promise something that is not available. However, here's what I would tell you about that. They can always do that as a half price. Okay, because it's just an $80 item, and the difference between half price and 60% off on an $80 item is only a couple bucks. It's not that much difference. Okay, so it's not like they can't get it. They can just get that at half price and get a casserole or a slow cooker set, you know, with their 60% off, which would be a better value. Okay, so, and if somebody were do or die, that would be what would get them to book a party, to get that at 60% off. Hey, I'd give it to them at 60% off and pay the difference. If that got them to book a party, that would be a consultant gift from me, just paying the difference between half price and 60% off. Okay.
And I'm pretty sure that's where the conclusion of the conversation I saw was, if that makes or break it, just make up the difference.
Right, because you're not talking very much money at all, okay? So it is an amazing time to get out there and book those parties. I would encourage you guys, go ahead and start front loading your June as best you can. You know, you want to book close in. Don't go to the end of June if you haven't booked the first half of June yet. Start with where you are and keep booking. And if you haven't watched that little video that Lori Summers did last week, the end of last week or last weekend, oh my gosh, that girl is burning it up. She's got over $10,000 in sales in for this month already, and still more to come. And she is booking, when people book a party, she says, okay, I'll be ready to start your party on Monday. She just typically starts them the next Monday, whatever the next Monday is, that's when those parties start. And unless they say, whoa, I can't do that, then of course she's going to work with them for a date that works. But she is assuming and telling them your party will start on Monday. And it's working like a charm for her. Okay, so keep that in mind too. All right, well, real quick, we're going to wrap up and get you guys going. So our call to action for, well, let me ask you this first. Does anybody have any questions or anything before I kind of tell you what our call to action from tonight is? Everybody's good? All right, are we ready to book June? That's our starting point, booking those June parties. And Cindy's working on it right alongside of you guys, let me tell you. I was working on it today. It's written real big on my calendar, bookings, to remind me every time I look at my calendar, I need more bookings for June because I want all those new products free. Actually, I want 2 sets of them. You guys know directors get them free, and you can earn them free. So you can get 2 double sets. Okay, so our call to action. Fully participate in the weekly focus posts. It's just 1 post a day with a very short, simple call to action on those posts. So you can do that. I want you to really work on your belief system. And if you haven't watched the video I did on that, you know, the best place to start working on your belief system is just taking some action. Okay, because what I know is when you take action, you will get results, and that will help to start growing your belief system. Okay, positive self-talk. I want you to really think about, what are you saying to yourself? What kind of signals are you sending yourself? Are you saying, I can do this and I'm going to make X number of calls until I get what I want? Or are you saying, nobody wants to book a show, I can't do this, I'm a failure? Okay, because whatever you say to yourself will become your reality. And that's been so proven over and over again, especially more recently, that our thoughts control our actions. So really want you to work on that self-talk and make sure it's positive self-talk. I want you to consider hosting your own mystery party in June. You know, this is a great time to host your own party because you can get the double free, and then you can have mystery hosts that you give out those free benefits to. So think about that if you really need to jumpstart June. And the big call to action, I'm going to have a recording tomorrow that I'm going to share with you. One of our national executive directors is doing a call tonight where she's talking about how to have a successful summer and how to book your summer. And her name is Barbara Duke. She is amazing. Let me warn you, she has a speech impediment. So when you hear her, you'll understand why she sounds the way she does. But she's one of the most successful consultants that I know in this business, a super talented person. And she's going to do this call tonight, and she is going to provide a recording where you will be able to listen to this starting tomorrow. So I am going to highly encourage you. We'll post that in our group so that you can listen to her call tomorrow, because she's actually doing it tonight while we're on our call. Okay, so it's that simple. Work on yourself and your belief, work on your bookings, and listen to that Barbara Duke call and be engaged with our weekly focus posts. And that's it. Okay?
Okay.
Make sure that you are scheduling a one-on-one with your director, either Crystal or I, so that we can have a chance to talk with you in between now and our call 2 weeks from now. So in our off weeks, you should be scheduling a little coaching call with one of us. Okay? All right, you guys make it a wonderful evening. We're excited to work with y'all. Crystal, do you want to add anything before we say goodbye?
Did someone have a question? Okay, I thought somebody started to ask a question. No, I am super excited, just like Cindy, to be able to work with y'all and partner with you, and we will match effort for effort every step of the way. And so don't hesitate to reach out, because that's what we're here for. And go ahead and set those goals and set them in close, because having that little fire under your butt goes a long way. I'll just tell you that. So we're excited to work with you. And thanks again for giving your time tonight, and for all those who are listening to the playback. So have a great night.
All right, we'll see you in the group. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye-bye.